Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico. I'm with the Bluefield Arts Festival, and I have the pleasure of speaking with artist Pat Stewart. And Pat's piece in the exhibit online is Continuum. And it's truly a fascinating piece. And Pat, I'd love for you to take us on the journey that you took in making it.
Okay. It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. I spend a lot of time creating painted paper designs on the gel plate. I do that a lot. And so I have a lot of papers. So that piece, I just sorted through some papers that I had and decided, okay, I think the brownish color is calling me. And I looked at all the different pieces that I had with different designs and different things. And I just picked out the sheets of paper. I looked at it for a while and then I love circles, something about circles. And so I just started cutting those pieces out. And I just put them, right on a plain white background. And I just sat back and looked at it for a while. And then I said, well, I need something to break it up. And so I started looking through my white and black category papers. Just pulled everything out. Um, and what jumped out at me right away was the theme. Uh, this sense of connectedness, this sense of unbroken interconnectedness is what I saw in those circles. And so then I found that I had some in white and black and so I put them together. I cut them out and then I had them on paper, moved them and shifted them around until they ended up where they did. And I think I added some mark making a few and then I stopped. I was really satisfied with it. And the story pretty much, those pieces of paper told the story for me. It was more of I thought of family and the unbroken interconnectedness of family, the things that should go on in succession and progression, as the older ones become older and unfortunately we lose them. And then you have the next generation. And I thought of the things that I wanted and felt were important to continue in that family from generation to generation, where it just goes on and on. And, whether it was our family traditions or the food, the culture, um, the important celebrations. Um, and that's what spoke to me. The things that my grandparents, since I was raised by my grandparents, they were immigrants, and those were the things that they left, that they passed on to me, that I passed on to my children. And so that piece, when I sat back and looked at it and said, wow, it should be called Continuum. And it was just like that.
Mhm.
And you know, and I had set it aside because I think I did that piece maybe a year ago. Yeah. And I had it situated with a bunch of other abstract pieces set aside. Um, and so when I heard of your exhibit, I said, what am I going to go with? And as I was looking at my pieces, that stood out for me that I should go with that piece. Yes,
It is a very powerful piece, and it has so much depth to it. And now hearing your backstory,
yes,
it enhances it even more. It really does. And I have to say that I really admire that you kind of like took your time with it and you let it speak to you in stages.
yes.
Does that happen with your other works?
Mostly, yes. I have a hard time while I'm working on something, going in and now I'm going to decide what to call it.
Mhm.
It doesn't work for me. Generally, I might be satisfied with the colors I chose and what's going on, but it's like it has to happen. It has to talk to me.
Yeah.
It has to now respond to me with what I put down. And that's just the way most of my art really works. I don't tell it. It tells me what it should be called. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that's weird or if other artists experience that, but that's just how it is.
With your work, and I've had the pleasure of seeing many of your pieces, they're definitely, it is so obvious that these pieces are like an extension of you, that
Yes.
there's everything you do, there is that autobiographical quality to it. Even if at first glance it's you don't perceive it. Once I'm in any of your work's company, this story starts unfolding, and it's
Mhm.
really a beautiful journey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking about Continuum, and thank you so much for being part of the festival. It really
Oh,
means
my
a lot.
pleasure.